Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Seedorf powering forward here.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of Portugal's very best players, never mind just keepers.
Yeah, I very much doubt his nation has ever had anyone better in that position. Driving on and making good progress. Deco. It's Seedorf. Lahm. Pirlo. Roberto Carlos. And it's Pirlo. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match? Oh, terrible pass. Chance here to counter. He's found a way through. He's through. It's one and the finish. Goal, Milan! And Milan have the lead.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Marcó en el minuto 12 el dorsal 17.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Pirlo. Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Messi. And he's found a way past. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Belletti.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's away! Baia, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Jordi Alba cuts out the pass. Musiala takes control of it and he's on the move. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Beckenbauer. And here's Seedorf. And it's Lahm. That's Busquets. And it's Deco. Pirlo. Messi. Busquets. 30 minutes gone. That's good running with the ball. And he welcomes it in. And he's surging through. Lahm unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cruyff. Pirlo. And it's Belletti. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Well, that's well seen too. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Belletti. And it's Belletti. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Lahm showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. Musiala. He's through here. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think there's plenty to be pleased about with that first half display in terms of the score and overall approach.
Milan come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. And the action is back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Brilliantly cut out. Roberto Carlos. It's Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. Pirlo. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, played right into his path. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pirlo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Busquets. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players...
And the shot! Goal! And with that goal comes comfort. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And it's Seedorf. And here's Bale. Bale is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Musiala. And it's Pirlo. Lahm has given away a free kick.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's shifting through the gears here, and he's away. Real chance! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Milan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. De Bruyne, De Bruyne! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
I just hope you won't let the failure to score affect him. With the ability he has, he can reproduce. Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vitor Baia, simply because he's been a high achiever all through his career, and that winning mentality remains very, very strong.
Yeah, they judge keepers by absence of mistakes, and he makes very few.
I'd be happy playing with him behind me.
But And it is clear to see that he is shot a goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he was there to get a vital touch.
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
Busquets. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Deco takes control of it and he's on the move. Seedorf. Messi. And he welcomes it in. Now the finish! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
That's a lovely, neat pass. That is good alertness. Still goalless at the moment. Zaire Emery, good driving run. Cruyff, De Bruyne, and he's onside. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Busquets, and it's Deco. Deco going face-to-face with his great rival. Bergomi. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Bergomi. Beckenbauer. Oh, what has happened here? Busquets. And it's Jordi Alba. That is good strength. It's a good run down the right. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Another chance from a corner. Santos with the corner, there first. Oh, what a climb! Goal! Santos! And Santos take the lead. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Santos have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Now it's De Bruyne. Great chance! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
De Bruyne demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Substituição.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Santos are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Milan have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Olise. Hullet. Messi. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. And it's Belletti. Seedorf. Busquets charging forward, the ball at his feet. Hullet. That's Busquets. De Bruyne does really well to win the ball there. Well, there's the clearance. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he can clear it away. And we hit half-time. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Look, Peter, this isn't good. Their body language is not encouraging, and the manager must have a major verbal impact, or else.
And the action is back underway.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Busquets. Thuram. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Seedorf. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. Out of play for a throw. Martinelli. And it's De Bruyne. Thuram cuts it out. Seedorf. Olise.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Bale. Can he finish? In for the pieces. Just off target. Seedorf. Milan looking to pass their way through.
Bale really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bale gets across and deals with it.
Substituição em andamento.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Público presente na partida de hoje, 8.904
Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, super find. Shapes to shoot! He's scored!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
Gol marcado para o Milan. Aos 18 minutos do segundo tempo pelo jogador. Camisa
This is
17.
threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
He's looking to set free a runner. Bullet. Seedorf. Bale. De Bruyne. Once more, he proves rigid and robust. That'll be a throw.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 33, camisa 21, camisa 17. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 12, camisa 23, camisa 8.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Hello,
as you can
everybody,
see, we are
welcome
all
to
set.
today's match.
The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Romario, and here's Seedorf. Romario, now it's Romario. Can he finish? Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
After 4 minutes is
So, a breakthrough already.
Romario.
Gravenberg aims beyond the defence. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That has been cut short. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Gravenberg powering forward here, steaming on goalwards. Messi. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Chance! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Romario. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Romario. Mukiele did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, a delicate chip through. No luck with that dink over the top. Now it's Messi. Musiala cuts out the pass. Camavinga. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And here's Nunez. Isak. He's had a hit! It's a goal! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Liverpool get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Now it's Gravenberg. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Busquets. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Rodri. Rodri running with the ball. Gravenberg. There's a quick free kick. Now it's Romario. Rodri. Gravenberg. And Alexander-Arnold. Gravenberg providing an outlet on that flank. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Messi takes control of it and he's on the move. Fran Garcia.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Seedorf. Rodri. Romario. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Romario. Decent hit! They've scored! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
Beckenbauer.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Seedorf. Rodri. That's Busquets. Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba goes on a run down the... And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. Here we go again then. And it's Lahm. Oh, it's a promising build-up this, plenty of really nice passing. Rodri unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Seedorf, great hit! And it's there! He has gobbled up his 20th goal.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Milan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Now it's Romario. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well read, nice interception. And it's Romario. Well, that has not gone well. And no, that was never going to make it. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Messi. Lahm. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Romario. He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Milan are having a ball here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Isak. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Busquets.
The attendance
This is
for
coming
match
off in
was
quick succession here. He has found the way
29,514.
through. Seedorf.
Footballing with usually...
And the shot! He scores! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Another one! This must be his personal high. It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. A real chance if he can get through. He might be in here!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Darwin. Oh, he's bustling through here. Pass is just off target. Seedorf. Camavinga. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. And here's the chance to counter. Messi. Lahm. That's a sharp pass. He's one-on-one, surely! Tries a shot! It's in! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
He's had it taken off him, and he cuts out the supply. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And the shot! And it's in! Terrible error, duly punished. Liverpool playing for pride here, the match surely beyond them. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. He could be in. Can he put it away? He has done it! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
They're still trying to make a game of this.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, and he's through the middle. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Seedorf makes the interception and reclaimed it in a trice. Messi. And it's from Mario. Interesting ball. He's through here. He's found a way through. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
6 added
Things
minutes
looking
has
so
been indicated.
easy, almost too easy here. Oh, what a climb! Oh, it needed better placement. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. check has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Oh, it rattles the bar! And the pass is intercepted. Rodri, and he's intervened well there. Camavinga. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's from Mario. He's through, it's one-on-one! Nicely aimed pass. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
From the regional
Mario, very much the man. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Well, if you did just miss it, they are up and running already. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's on his way! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, smashing header!
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Bale. Now it's Romario. And he's being shifted off it. That looks a good ball through. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Busquets is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Romario. Oh, that's neat. Now the finish! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Romario really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Jordi Alba. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's definitely not his best. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, that's well spotted. Busquets looking to penetrate opposition lines. Milan so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Deco. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He is just caressing the ball. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Bale. Deco. That is a brilliant interception. Shapes to shoot! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Deco with the short one. Great position here. Great chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. How very smart. He just got it right.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Milan with a free kick then. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Jordi Alba. And he's managed to get free. And that's been drilled in. That has not gone well. And the finish! Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Deco. Oh, great play! Look at this shot at goal! Zico. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Iniesta. And it's Seedorf. And that's really well manoeuvred. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Seedorf is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Played back in. Oh, that was vital. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Bergomi calmly anticipates. Iniesta, who's set up 1 goal so far. Bale gets flagged offside. Now it's Messi. Deco. Seedorf. Thuram. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the 1 goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. And we're underway. Neymar. Now it's Messi. Neymar. He has found the way through. Platini. Chance! It's their first effort on goal.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Beckenbauer is there and he can get that clear. That is lovely. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Cruyff. Oh, shooting chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Arsenal given another corner. So, third corner of the game. Beckenbauer clears it away. Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Goulet.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous. And Bebeto! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Platini. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Busquets. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. First quarter of an hour gone. And Deco. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Milan are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. But it's Thuram. Lahm. Lahm carries the ball down the right. Bebeto.
That's just playing it safe and simple. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Messi plays it short. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Milan have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. He's gone for goal! That is decidedly lacking.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Now it's Messi, driving on and making good progress. Platini going full steam ahead down the left flank. And here's Messi. Rice. Lahm. And it's Messi. Bebeto. Messi puts his foot on the gas. The defence opting here for strength. There's the hit! It's in! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Thuram. Salam. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Deco. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bebeto. And that's Messi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up. Messi goes short. Now the finish! You've got to be quick to recover this. Cleared without complication. And back to the goalkeeper. Bergomi. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket, it's just a stern lecture. Bergomi. Deco. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Just eases him off the ball. Platini. And it's Cruyff. Oh, no joy this time. Thuram. Messi. Beckenbauer.
3 minutes added time.
Messi. And it's Deco. Busquets. Bergomi. Jordi Alba. And the half-time whistle goes. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Milan in control at half-time, 2-0. There's the start of the second half. No changes at the interval from either side. Deco. Deco will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Jordi Alba. And back to the keeper they go. Thuram. To Bergomi. Thuram. Neymar going full tilt down the left. Bebeto, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Byrne kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Messi. Oh, the shot could be on here. Oh, good-looking ball. Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Back into the middle. And here's Messi. Picked out brilliantly. Jordi Alba. Busquets. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. We have already started here. Oh, good ball. And they're back on the ball again. Well read, nice interception.
Well, Peter, it's a joy to have a chance to watch one of the finest to emerge from the African continent, Samuel Eto'o. He backs up his goals with a really strong work rate, and he's always effective, whether on or off the ball.
Yeah, fantastic talisman for his nation.
And more disciplined than people credit him.
Bergomi. Seedorf. And it's Deco. Played back in. Luis Suarez. Busquets. That's really well manoeuvred. Messi. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's De Bruyne. Eto'o. Oh, it's come loose. Milan controlling the possession in this early phase. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
And it's Luis Suarez. Oh, super find. Now there's a find, and the finish! Fiddles it through. Now the finish! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
That is a great pick out. Nice interception, well timed. Luis Suarez, looking for options for movement. He's through here. He's through and all along, shapes to shoot! Oh, what has happened here?
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And now the hit!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Lahm. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. Jordi Alba gets over and intercepts. Now it's Eto'o. It's Eto'o! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
That is good alertness. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Looks for the finish. Good strike, quite an alarm. And he cuts out the supply. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Bergomi. Jordi Alba. Seedorf. And here's Suarez. Stood up well to him there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Seedorf. Lovely. There's the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Wriggles his way through. Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Lahm. This might spell danger. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today. Substitution on the field. Number 6, De Bruyne. Number 9, Ito. Number 23, Hannes. Coming on the field, number 18, Conte. Number 14,
So off we go once more.
Number 19,
A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference.
in progress.
Shot a goal! He's got a goal! And with that goal comes comfort. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
That looks a cracking ball. Look at Son Heung-min! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Beckenbauer deals with that comfortably. Now it's Owen. Milan do have a chance to counter here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Owen. Owen! Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And it's Deco. Lahm has found the net here, of course. It's a good spell of possession, this. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Son Heung-min.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Son Heung-min looking to get on the end of this. He's tried one! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Time for a change in personnel. Thuram. For Lahm. Son Heung-min. Oh, here's a chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Busquets. Platini. Well-timed, excellent interception. Now it's Son Heung-min. Busquets. Owen. And now the breakaway. Has a look and plays it forward. Have a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
That'll be a throw. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Platini. Rodri. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's one-on-one, can he put it away? And more, and more, and more. And the lead is extended still further. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that.
Chance! Oh, taken with style. And they are right back within touch.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
The goal scorer after 77 minutes is...
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Platini. Lahm.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Rodri. Little pass back. That's Busquets. And it's Seedorf. He's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Luis Suarez. That has been cut short. And here's Owen. Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. Platini having a look. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Oh, good stop, it had to be. Oh, good ball, shots on here. 5 minutes left on the clock. And here's Owen. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Strokes it back. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Could be danger here. No mistake. With so little time left. Grandstand finish.
There will be 5 minutes.
Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Rodri stood his ground strongly. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. That is a great pick out. Son Heung-min, it's Son Heung-min! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the referee brings it to a close. Milan have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Owen, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
As it's time to announce today's
Your reflections then, Jim?
Milan clearly came into this match with a good game plan, one designed to capitalise on an obvious weakness. They'd identified that and never really let go.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.